So, Starfire protocol is getting nerfed in a couple of days. The grenade regen provided by the exotic will be reduced from 20% to 2.5%. This probably will kick Starfire out of the DPS meta to a certain degree, but don't you worry, Warlocks still have a potent DPS setup that can easily replace Starfire protocol, and that being the Broodweaver subclass with the exotic swarmers. If you're just here for the damage, the setup is the following. For weapons and mods, Witherhoard, Iterative Flu with Volt Shot, the Hothead with auto-loading holster and explosive light, Arc Dexterity, Triple Arc Reserves, Triple Arc Surge and 2x Time Dilation. For the subclass, Needle Storm, Threading Grenade, Thread of Ascend, Evolution, Generation, and Continuity. The following clip is with a well of Radiance and Wolfpack rounds. The boss is not debuffed, so if we add in a debuff like Tragic Cannon, 4 million is pretty feasible as long as the major damage hits. For reference, a Starfire protocol setup with Witherhoard, Iterative Loop, and Blowout with 10 total rockets and Wolfpack rounds does a pretty similar total damage at 3.05 million on the Ravenous Ogre. What's great about the strand setup is you can have multiple people running this in a team, all doing substantial damage unlike Starfire, as you're not relying on damage over time to sustain your weapon rotation. If Witherhoard is taken, you can simply run something else with auto-loading, such as a grenade launcher for a little extra damage. You will lose out on a bit of damage without Witherhoard, but your damage rotation is still very sustainable. Even if nobody wants to run Galahorn to provide you with Wolfpack rounds, the damage is still okay at 2.8 million on the Ravenous Ogre. The grenade will come back a little slower, but because of auto-loading, you are still able to shoot off all rockets on time as well as a decent amount of fusion rifle shots. There are some limitations to this setup. You need to have a well for the 25% radiant buff and survivability, which makes it very difficult to use in solo scenarios. This won't be applicable to some bosses as a decent chunk of the damage comes from your fusion rifle. And something that I'm not quite sure is if the unraveling projectiles will be limited due to multiple people having unraveling from the swarmer simultaneously. If that is the case, you will lose out on some damage provided by unraveling, and the grenade will charge a bit slower. In Season of the Deep, we'll have access to the new artifact mods for further benefits, such as improved unraveling and conductive cosmic needle. Improved unraveling likely will buff the projectiles, and conductive cosmic needle will help others that are using arc, especially Thundercrash Titans. Some nerfs to keep in mind are the 15% jolt nerf and reduced energy regeneration on Thread of Generation. I don't think neither will impact the setup dramatically, but should be mentioned nonetheless.